San Diego State yesterday. I believe there was a moment before the game where they honored Peter Seidler, J.D. Wicker. He had his press conference with the media a little bit earlier in the day on Tuesday, and he started that out expressing his condolences and hitting on Peter Seidler there for a moment. So that was a nice thing for him to do before he got into talking about the football program, the head coach search, and all of that. But yeah, like Peter Seidler is at the forefront of San Diegans' minds right now, regardless of if it's Padres, San Diego State. That's just how it is. That's how much of an impact he had on this city. No doubt about that. Ted Leitner. I was walking home from going to the memorial at Petco Park, and I was listening to Uncle Teddy calling the Aztecs game. Aztecs, they're able to win this game 88-76 over Long Beach State. He had some things to say about Peter Seidler during that broadcast, so that was cool of Ted to mention that. Obviously, Ted Leitner, a long history calling Padres games, and I'm sure he had a heavy heart yesterday. But yeah, San Diego State, they get that 88-76 win. They're 2-1. Both of their wins came at Viejas Arena. Much better shooting day for San Diego State. Feels weird talking about a game after what just happened with Peter Seidler, but I think what he wants is he wants people to be happy. And I think, at least for some fans, they got to have a little bit of a smile on their face yesterday, seeing San Diego State get that win. Micah Parrish, 5 for 10. Reese Waters made 3 threes. Lamont Butler, a couple threes. They made 9 threes on the night, which was a little bit better than how they did against BYU. They had the lead at halftime, up by 8, 47-39. They outscored Long Beach State 41-37 in the second half, and that's how they're able to get that 12-point win. And I agree with Uncle Teddy. Uncle Teddy on the radio broadcast was talking about how, it was kind of disrespectful, San Diego State not being ranked. They were ranked, 17th to start the year. They lose to BYU, a tough road game. There were some injuries for San Diego State, and they made it to the Final Four national championship game this past year. There are some teams that lost that were ranked, and they're still ranked, but San Diego State, they dropped all the way out of the top 25. I was definitely with Uncle Teddy there when he was saying that. I think one loss at BYU should be okay and allow San Diego State to at least still be a little bit ranked, but at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. What matters is what they do in the Mountain West, what they do in the tournament, them making the tournament. They're going to have a tough non-conference schedule leading into conference play, obviously, coming up. They're going to be playing in Vegas, playing some Power 5 schools there. They've got Gonzaga later, I think in December. And then the Mountain West, it seems like it's always a tough conference. There's teams there at the top, especially on the road. They're going to give you tough tests. So can't wait to see what happens here with San Diego State. Obviously, a lot of heavy hearts there at Viejas Arena yesterday. But yeah, San Diego State, they get that win. And next up for San Diego State is going to be a matchup against St. Mary's. And then they play Cal, Point Loma Nazarene, UC San Diego, Grand Canyon, UC Irvine, St. Catherine, and then they've got Stanford, Gonzaga, and then into conference play. So I thought they played better in comparison to how they played against BYU, and we'll see what they can do coming up to try to get their third win of the year. That game is going to be on Friday, the 17th at 6:30. Again, that is against St. Mary's, but a good win over Long Beach State, who I believe was picked to finish second in their conference. So it was a good night there at Viejas Arena. A win that hopefully, made some people's nights a little bit better.